Fashion, an ever-evolving realm of self-expression, is now intersecting with the cutting-edge advancements of AI technology. It's a coalition of creativity and innovation that holds immense potential. But amidst the allure of AI's promises, we find ourselves at a crossroads, questioning whether this union will lead to a harmonious partnership or an irreconcilable clash. Find out in this episode as we discuss AI in fashion. You're listening to The TechNet Show, your weekly dose of the latest tech stories, analysis, interviews, and opportunities in the world of tech. If you're a techie or an enthusiast looking to stay up to date, this is the show for you. Be a part of the conversation and stay connected to our tech community on Telegram at TechNet Show. I like to think of fashion as an age-long tradition that is an integral part of human existence. We have seen fashion evolve from just being about clothes we wear to becoming a statement, a personality, an identity, and a business. Hello and welcome to the TechNet Show podcast. I am your host, Victoria Imager, and I'm so glad to be having this conversation this week with my co-host, Sam Obase.
Yeah, hello everyone. Welcome to the show. This week we're actually taking a trip through the world of fashion and, unraveling the potential benefits and possible drawbacks of AI integration in the fashion world. We are always talking about AI, AI, everything tech. That's actually what we are always talking about. So today we want to shift our focus a little bit to cover the fashion world. So we're actually looking at every part of the gist today. We are looking at the good part, the bad part, the ugly part. We're actually bringing everything to bear in this discussion.
Yes, we are. As we know, technology is a huge part of every sector, including the fashion industry. And just recently, about a day or two ago, Google launched a new shopping feature that is a virtual try-on tool where shoppers can see or preview how clothes look on real human models when worn. This feature generates images of how the clothing moves, folds, clings, drapes, or stretches when worn in different poses. And it captures all sizes, various body types, different skin color, and different hair types. At the moment, it's only available to US consumers. So not only does this new technology, relatively new in quotes now, because I know some try-on tools have been around for a while, not only does it affect the jobs of models, but the integration of AI in the fashion industry also impacts the marketing, design, and sales department. In fact, if I may, I would say it's a total makeover. It is good, yet it has a backlog of disadvantages, and we're going to look at those in this episode.
Actually, Vicky, I believe there's nothing, not even I believe, naturally, everything that have advantage normally have disadvantages.
Sure.
As long as the thing has advantages, the thing must have disadvantages.
I agree.
So I think we are not only going to look at the benefits, we have to look at the challenges, the disadvantages, and the rest. Okay, but before then, let's look at a few of the technologies that have actually made their way into the fashion industry. This topic is I'm actually excited about this topic because I think people have actually not really talked about this topic. Let's look at AI technologies like fashion recombination systems and virtual try-ons. Victor already mentioned the virtual try-ons, just a part of the AI technologies that are actually in play right now. It's actually in the market right now. It's actually being used right now. For instance, for the fashion recommendation system, it's actually an AI system that recommends the best possible outfit combination to a user, based on their wardrobe. You will not need to crack your head. You will not need to employ a fashion designer. You will not need to employ someone that will maybe be checking out their wardrobe for you and the rest. So with the technology, you can actually, look at the best possible combination. Apart from that, even common as people that maybe you want to go to church and you do not know how this suit will be on this trouser, or this shirt will be on this trouser, or maybe something like that. It has a way of, it will help you, give you best possible outfit combination that it will, make you look very nice and, sharp. So it actually helps not only for those that do not have good fashion sense, for everybody. Even when you have good fashion sense, the technology will help you, will give you more suggestions and outfits from what you have in your wardrobe. Apart from that too, it actually also help you during shopping. When you're trying to, I know we are living in a time that people want to dress to impress. So you want something that, okay, I'm wearing a clothes out and I need to wow people with my dress. I need to wow people with my outfit. So this app will help you, give you the impression that you want in the mind of people. So that's for the fashion recommendation systems. We are looking at the virtual fitting rooms. It's actually like it's a virtual try-on technology where shoppers can virtually try on clothing items or beauty products without physically touching the items themselves. All of us, maybe when we are going to shops and to buy clothes or to buy beauty products, one of the big deal, the whole setting is always trying on the clothes. What this virtual fitting room does is that it actually help you try the clothes without physically putting on. It works by overlaying an item on the live video feed of a customer via smartphone or mirror. You can actually see the size, the style, and the fit of the item before you even buy it. It's actually something that's actually very sweet and it's very, very innovative. So, okay, this tool actually has the potential to reduce returns and increase customer satisfaction. Even from the way I explained the issue on that, you can deduce like 5 benefits of this particular technology. For your own self, you can actually go to the market. It actually make your shopping easier. It actually help you save money. It actually, reduce the stress. And it has a way of helping the whole shopping experience look so seamless and so easy. AI is coming to make life easier for everyone. Although it has its own, you have to pay some prices somewhere, but life will definitely be easier for people. Okay, another tool we look at is the AI assisting tool for fashion designers and creatives, all those fashion design process. There are a lot of personnel involved in the design process of in the fashion industry. These are the fashion designers, the ones that work on, I don't really know how
Creative
they call it, but
directors,
they are much.
the pattern
Okay, I don't
makers, and the
I
leaders.
think you know things like
I'm a
this.
I'm a girl. I should know.
So it's actually, we have some AI tools actually help people in this arena. It help them with their work. Something like the visual hunt for prototyping, the eyewear.art for generating unique artwork for apparels. Botica, that's Botika. Yeah, it's an automated fashion product photography for e-commerce and a lot of that. Actually, not just for e-commerce, can also be used for. You can also find its application in other areas. So there are a lot of AI tools in the fashion industry. If you actually take a look at it, you will realize that we have super cool AI tools that are actually available now that will help us in the fashion industry, help everybody have a seamless experience, make the best choice and, save money, save time, and make it, less stressful for everyone.
Yes, interesting lineup of AI tools that are already in the fashion industry. I don't know if folks over here are utilizing them already, but I know that our foreign counterparts are already using these technologies to make their fashion design processes and their customers' shopping experience more smoother and exciting. Okay, so for what is what, let's look at some of the benefits, as we can't have the conversation focus only on the bad side of things, right? So we like to look at the good side first, then we can talk about the bad side, right? Some already mentioned one of the benefits while speaking, so which is the fact that these technologies actually boost customer satisfaction, save time, and expand creativity and all of that, right? Because for the customer satisfaction aspect, I think it actually reduces or limits the regular sad experience of what I ordered versus what I got. That's what these virtual fitting rooms and the virtual try-on tools are for. So if I am able to actually virtually see what a clothes will look on me before I purchase it or before I order a tailor to make it, then it reduces the issue of, okay, the size is not correct, the style wasn't done correctly, or I bought something, it didn't fit me the way I expect it. But these technologies actually help you to see yourself, because of course they are using models that actually like your body type. You get to pick different body type that fits you, and then you check your dresses and every other thing on them before you get to. And I think for the virtual fitting room, some of these technologies are able to actually, with the help of AR and VR, are able to actually take like a scan of your body I actually watched a video like that. It will take a scan of the customer's body. So immediately the system is able to get your size, your height, your body shape, and everything, every other details that is needed to make a particular cloth fit your body. So this way errors are avoided, human errors of, okay, we actually added too much space here. We actually did this one. This place is too tight, and all that stuff is eliminated. So a customer can be rest assured that when they are getting their order, they are receiving something that is actually what they want. You get, so for that aspect of things, I am super, super excited. So like, let me give you a few examples of companies who have actually jumped on some of these AI tools. Nike is using AI to design shoes that are more comfortable and durable. Do you know that? Go and find out. Then there's also Zara. Zara is using AI to predict demand for products so that it can avoid overproduction. And Tommy Hilfiger is using AI to create personalized clothing experience for customers as well. So you need to check out these guys. They're already jumping on these technologies. So now back to the part where we are really focusing on benefits, right? So one of the benefits of using AI or benefits of AI in fashion is that designing new clothing that is more sustainable and eco-friendly using AI tool is one of the benefits. What do we mean by this? For instance, you can use AI to create fabrics from recycled materials or to design clothing that is actually more energy efficient to produce. You want to know how to do that? Go and do your research, okay, and find out how this is done using AI tool. Another benefit is with AI tool and AI in fashion, personalizing clothing to individual customer preferences is made easy, right? Which we just mentioned now. For instance, you can recommend clothing to customers based on their past purchases or to create custom-made clothing that fits perfectly. And it works well if you're also trying to target at specific individuals and not just random people who may not be interested in the type of style you made or you're trying to sell. Another benefit is reducing waste in the manufacturing process. Now, this is very, very important because the cutting process in production, this is for people who are actually into large production of fashion wears, right? We're not talking about the regular fashion designer that just take orders individually, and we're talking about people that mass produce fashion wears, right? So using AI, some of these tech tools, it actually helps to optimize the cutting process and also to predict demand for products so that manufacturers don't overproduce these materials, right? The production planning process, this helps to reduce overstocking and lower environmental impact, right? We also need to look at inventory management, where these AI tools help you to track inventory levels, manage your shipping and logistics, and also help you identify potential problems in the supply chain. It improves the efficiency of the supply chain, right? AI models are trained and have the ability to actually forecast demands and future sales. So this gives fashion entrepreneurs an advantage in making great business decisions on what to stock, when not to stock, what not to stock, and how much to stock, right? Because you are able to actually analyze data using AI tools, and these things predict trends for you, and you know what you shouldn't restock, what is selling, what is not selling, and the type of materials or styles that are going to sell. So basically, these are some of the benefits that AI in fashion is bringing to the table. Like what you hear so far? Make sure not to miss any of our episodes by subscribing to us now and joining our community on Telegram at t.me/technoshow. Now, back to the show.
Okay. Victor actually done justice to most of that. The good part of the whole system, the AI technology, and the AI impact in fashion and the fashion world. So it's okay. In as much as there are actually good things that these AI tools and the technology does, it actually pays in and we also look at the consequences, the negative impact of this. And exactly will not be fair that we only talk about the positive and we'll not talk about the negative, we'll not talk about the consequences. Like I said earlier, we are looking at the good, the bad, and the ugly. So now let's look at the drawbacks that we have. So, As similar to all other AI tools and all other sector, AI will actually make a lot of people lose their job. It's actually not. This is not something like it's not a strange word. Like it's not just from my mouth. You have heard it from most people that you will lose your job because of AI. In the fashion industry, people like fashion designers, pattern makers, seamstresses, and other workers, most of them may lose their jobs if they do not actually adapt to the whole system. Because, like also, I would like to put in, most times it's only those that actually alien to AI tools that may likely lose their job. But if you actually get yourself involved in the whole AI system now to use it, you may still be in the whole ecosystem. It can still function very well if you know how to use these AI tools to make your job go better and more productivity and the rest. So in as much as if not everybody will adapt. So those that will not be able to adapt, certainly they will lose their job. Yeah, that's actually what will happen. Second, the potential of AI to be used to create discriminatory or offensive design is actually high too. Normally you will not, these models are actually designed by people, and most people have some form of biases and the rest. So the offensive designs will certainly be in play in this sense. So the next drawback we're looking at, it's actually the potential for AI to be used to create counterfeit fashion products that are actually indistinguishable from the real thing. This could lead to a decline in sales for legitimate fashion brands. Right now we have counterfeit actually look a little bit similar, or maybe in terms of let me say in terms of the outlook may be okay, but there are some distinguishing factors that will differentiate the fake from the counterfeit. With the AI now, you can actually the two can be merged together such a way that it will be very hard for you to distinguish between the counterfeit and the real one. So that's one thing too that AI will actually bring to the table, and actually not a good thing. It's actually a bad thing. It's actually one of the drawbacks.
Yes, that part of deep fake, right? So it's just like saying
Yeah.
Nike designs their own shoe, and then somebody with AI can also design
Someone
a
else, yeah,
similar
design the
kind
same
of Nike
shoe.
shoe.
Just to tell AI, I need this kind of shoe. Give me this same thing.
It will
Maybe add one
model
or
it.
two, make it. It will model the same thing for you, and it soon be a very nice idea that people will hardly differentiate the fake from the original.
Yeah, I agree. And these are some of the things that actually raise some ethical concerns, because if people can create offensive designs, just to mock maybe a person or mock a situation, and also they are able to create counterfeit fashion products, then it becomes something to worry about, right? So there is a need.
Sure.
Always, like we've said, not our last episode, but our episode on AI ethical issues to be considered. There is always need for transparency and fairness in AI algorithms, right? Particularly areas like where you get to hire models, and because models are also set of people that might lose their jobs when it comes to these AI tools like the virtual try-on, because it means that usually if a fashion brand produces a product, they're going to need models to model this product, take photo shoots. But some tools are here now, and you don't really need to have someone physical to do all of that for you anymore. So yes, they will lose their job, but the transparency here and fairness here is for models now. I think people of color may kind of be the one that will be more hit by this, because it's easy to create an AI model version of a person of color, right? And then there's no need to hire any this. And there may be some discriminatory factor to it and some biases to it, as Samuel mentioned, because these systems are created by human, and humans have biases. So it's important to look at that ethical aspect of things and set up standards that actually mitigate some of these issues that will rise up. Okay, and there's issue of data privacy, which continues to be, there's no way you're going to mention technology and not mention data privacy issues, algorithm bias, which I've already mentioned, and then the general societal impact. What the society feel like when these things are rampant. Okay, for now, it's just like, it's not so much of an issue because it's not everywhere yet. What happens when it becomes something that we all have to, experience? And more of this, and I know that more advanced versions of these technologies are coming up. And before you know, fashion industry is not the same as we know it, right? You have to even look at the parts of, does it help the creativity of humans, or does it eliminate the place of human creativity, and all those other issues that needs to be looked at, and ways to mitigate them should also be looked at. So, but before we close up the session, right, on this conversation, I'd like to ask someone, what do you think about AI in fashion generally? Do you think it's actually for better? Do you think it's for worse? Let me hear your opinion on this first.
This is a very dicey question, you know. Okay, I won't give you a straight answer. I won't say yes, I won't say no, that I won't say it's actually good or bad. But like I said earlier, AI is actually out here to make our world easier. It's actually going to touch every aspect of our world. Actually going to touch every aspect of our life. It's actually touching right now every aspect of our life. So, in as much as there are advantages, there must always be corresponding disadvantages. You understand me? So that's actually what happened in every disruptive technology. It will actually change things. And when it change things, it will display some things in the old order to set up a new order. So, but I think the disadvantages is actually something that can be mitigated. It's not something that no matter what it will happen, it can be mitigated. For instance, those of the loss of jobs, I actually chipped that in while talking earlier, that for that loss of jobs and the rest, I think the best, we've always advised people, get conversant with this technology, get used to this technology, familiarize yourself with it, start using it in your own little corner. You may not really need to own a very big fashion company, fashion brand, or international brand before you start using these AI tools. You can actually use even maybe you are just a tailor, or maybe you are just a fashion designer in your little corner. You can start using this AI tool, because at the end, it is actually those that are actually conversant with this AI tool that will still find relevance in the future, where most people will be actually out of the system. And then for the offensive designs, I think that one, it will be based on iterations. And normally, whenever any technology comes out, the first or second version is always, filled with a lot of bugs, filled with a lot of, let me say, loopholes that will, need iterations for development. So if people, constant development or constant iteration will actually, map out this issue of offensive design. So and the rest. So there's no matter the area you're looking at, even if you're looking at it in terms of counterfeit too, another AI tool, I believe another AI tool will actually come out too. Just like right now, for instance, when the AI tool came out to create art, or maybe for instance a competition comes out, okay, I need someone to design social art, and someone just type in keyword in a computer, and the AI tools bring up the same maybe very nice artwork. Right after then, another software actually came, another AI tool actually came out to distinguish the fake from the original. The same thing with even content creation, those that are writing. There are platforms that you can never use AI tools to write, because those ones have actually integrated the monitoring tool to monitor those that are actually using AI tools to write, to create any content. So normally, I know there will be tools, the developers who develop tools, engineers will model tools to help flush out every form of counterfeit, or to differentiate between counterfeit and original. And I think, Vicky, I'm not even sure we can actually see this as a disadvantage, because in the future, I believe there will be tools for you to differentiate between fake and counterfeit. It will actually be very easier for you to identify between the fake and the counterfeit. So I feel no matter how you want to look at it, AI introduction in a fashion world is actually all for the best.
Okay, and I quite agree with that submission, and I think it's for the best, because like we all know what AI's purpose is just to automate processes, streamline workflows, and increase productivity, right? And fashion leaders and fashion entrepreneurs need to actually start thinking of how to use this tool to increase their productivity and their output. So it's not just to sit down and say, okay, it's going to take some people's job. And no. With these tools, cost of operation is minimized. With this tool, you can improve your marketing campaigns, improve your marketing strategies, your reach. You can analyze trends. You can predict trends, which will help you create better designs. With this tool, you can also create chatbots that happen to be virtual assistants to you on your site as a fashion designer or whatever, which will help assist in your customer experience. And there are a whole lot of advantages that this technology actually brings to the table, right? and it's not something to just like shove aside because it's bringing a lot of issues. So my submission is that fashion designers, fashion entrepreneurs, investors, leaders in the fashion industry should sit down and think of how to maximize these. So it is for the better, and for the other areas where you might have disadvantages, that can be mitigated if proper structure is put in place, if some standard rules are set, and if the people involved can make quite a good decision. So that's our take. We would all love to hear your opinion on this topic. What is your take? Is AI in fashion for better or for worse? Just drop your message via the message link. Drop us your comments. And if it is on social media, you're commenting, put it right under the comment section and we will share them. We'll publish them on the episode on Spotify. So that's a wrap for us this week. We hope you found this session inspiring and educating. All right, till next week. Catch you later. Thanks for being a part of today's conversation on The TechNats Show. Do follow us on social media at The TechNats Show. Join our growing tech community on Telegram at TechNats Show so you'll never miss any updates. If you find our content valuable, would love you to drop us comments or likes, or you could share it with your friends too. Catch you next week.